Years ago, I met a woman named Maggie in New York, and she and I were talking. And as part of the conversation went on, she had mentioned that she used to date a musician and he'd written a song about her. And when she mentioned the song, it was a song that I knew that had been popular on the radio. And I thought that is the coolest thing ever. So, years later, when I made my bucket list, one of the items that I wrote on there was to have a song written about me. That bucket list item stayed on there for years. And then, as fate would have it, my sister's husband joined a band called Blackbird Strut. And I just fell in love with their sound. And they were a new band and still kind of struggling a little bit, trying to figure it all out. And so I approached Tyler, the lead singer, and I told him about my bucket list and asked him if he could help me fulfill that bucket list item. He said, I'd love to do that. I just need some quiet time and a place to write. So I checked the schedule at my campground, and our camper, Daisy the Groovy Camper, was available. Tyler took me up on the offer and he sat on the porch of Daisy the Groovy Camper and he wrote a song called Finally Free. When Tyler played that first line of the song for me, sitting on the porch playing his guitar, I got choked up like it made me cry.
She grew up in a little town where big dreams are hard to find. Working a 9 to 5 to try and make a life.
And it just hit me like that's my story. He absolutely nailed it. Now, I just want you to know I love the song Finally Free. Like, I loved it, but there was one line in the song that just didn't quite sit right with me.
No more chains to hold her down in a life of misery. No more tears for her to cry. No more lies she needs to rely on.
The line in the song was like she's running away from a life of misery. And I've never felt miserable. Well, maybe I have a few times, but anyway, that line just didn't settle right with me. So I went back to Tyler and I told him, I said, I love this song so much, but can we just change that one line? And Tyler looks at me and he goes, No. I wasn't expecting that answer. And the next thing he says, but I'll tell you what, I'll write you a bitchin' ass new song. So he got back to work sitting on the porch at Daisy and he wrote the song She Roams. So now I have two songs. I wanted to bring these songs to life. So I paid to have them professionally recorded. And then my friend Kevin Coca does music videos. So I paid him to have him create the music videos to both the songs. Like, I love them both. I adopted both of them. Now, in the first video, my daughter Misty plays a younger version of me. She's working at the A&M restaurant in Fredericktown, Missouri, and that was actually my first real job that I had when I turned 14 years old. And the town she's walking through, that's my hometown. That's Fredericktown. That's the town I grew up in. I walked that main street so many times. Um, and I think back, like, that line, she grew up in a small town where big dreams are hard to find. And I wonder, did I ever imagine that I could dream a life as big as the one that I now have? And I don't think I could even imagine that back then. And then we did the music video sitting around the campfire in front of the TP at the business that my daughter and I created, FredRock. My sister was there, my friends were there, my little sweet nieces were there. It wasn't just a video, it was my life coming full circle. And then there's the song She Roams.
She's a gypsy soul with a heart of gold. Ain't got no time she's wasting.
She's a gypsy soul with a heart of gold. Are you kidding me? That one really feels like the person I've become. That one makes me smile every time I hear it. We filmed it around City Lake in Fredericktown, a place I used to go fishing with my dad there, and also at Shear's grocery store. This store has been there since I was a kid, and it's, a mile and a half from the campground, so we stop in there often. I often say, you never know what you're going to find at Shear's. So this time we found our music video there. And I thought it was so cool because it was the members of the band acting like they were working at the grocery store, pumping gas and checking me out, and sweeping the floors and opening the door for me. And then we got to shoot scenes at my day spa in Texas, Hired Hands. Hired Hands just celebrated its 30th anniversary of being open, which I can't even hardly believe how blessed I am on that one. And then somewhere along the way, that little bucket list item that had just sat there for years turned into something really special. It turned into a story and memories and this piece of art that commemorates life. And now I don't just have a song written about me, I have like this little soundtrack to my life. You can find the songs She Roams and Finally Free on iTunes, on Spotify. I think they're on TikTok and also on the Blackbird Strut Band YouTube channel. I'll put links to all of those in this video's description. So now I'm going to play both songs for you in full, and please sit back and enjoy.
She grew up in a little town where big dreams are hard to find. Working a 9 to 5 to try and make a life. She packed a bag at sunrise and left that town behind. Hit the road with one thing on her mind. She's free, finally free. No more chains to hold her down in a life of misery. No more tears for her to cry. No more lies she needs to rely on. She's free. She's finally free to fly. She's finally free. She's somewhere out there now, living her best life, living out the dream that seems so hard to find. Every now and then she might find her way back home. She stays a little while but then takes off again. She's free, finally free. No more chains to hold her down in a life of misery. No more tears for her to cry. No more lies she needs to rely on. She's free. She's finally free to fly. Yeah, she's finally free. No more tears for her to cry. No more time for no more lies. She's free. She's finally free. She's free. She's finally free. Free. She's finally free to fly. She's finally free to fly. Yeah, she's finally free to fly. She's finally free. She's finally free.
So now I'm kind of curious. Do you have a bucket list, or do you have some things rolling around in your head that you'd like to do that sound a little bit crazy, but you just can't really let go of it? Because I'm telling you, sometimes those are the ones that are worth chasing. Thanks for being here and thanks for watching.